Think every new SUV is built to last? Think again. Consumer Reports just released its latest reliability rankings, and some of the most talked about SUVs of 2025 landed at the very bottom. From drivetrain nightmares to high-tech systems that glitch out on day one, these models could turn your dream ride into a constant headache. Today we're counting down the 10 least reliable new SUVs on sale right now. And if you've owned one, you'll want to share your experience in the comments because your story might help someone avoid a costly mistake. Number 10. Mazda CX-90 Plug-in Hybrid. On paper, the Mazda CX-90 Plug-in Hybrid seemed like a dream upgrade for the brand. A stylish 3-row SUV with upscale touches, sporty handling, and the added efficiency of a plug-in powertrain. But in real-world ownership, things aren't going so smoothly. Consumer Reports' latest data shows the CX-90 PHEV scoring below average in predicted reliability, with owners citing problems that range from glitchy infotainment screens to premature battery warning lights. The most worrying reports come from the hybrid system itself. Some drivers have experienced abrupt power loss when switching between electric and gasoline modes, a serious safety concern if it happens during highway merging. Others report delays in charging recognition, with the vehicle failing to register a plugged-in charger. This has left several owners stuck with an empty battery when they expected a full charge. Add in issues with the all-new 8-speed automatic transmission, including rough shifts and occasional failure to engage from a stop, and you've got a launch year model showing typical first-year bugs. While Mazda has promised software updates and minor component replacements, that still means early buyers are acting as unpaid beta testers. The CX-90's ride comfort, interior finish, and driving feel earn praise. But until these problems are ironed out, this SUV represents a risky buy for anyone expecting Toyota-like durability. It's a reminder that even promising newcomers can stumble right out of the gate, and that's a theme you'll notice as we move to our next SUV, one that proves hybrid power doesn't always equal trouble-free driving. Number 9. Ford Escape Hybrid. Coming from the disappointment of the Mazda CX-90 Plug-in Hybrid, you might think a smaller, more established hybrid SUV like the Ford Escape Hybrid would be a safer bet. After all, Ford's been in the hybrid game for years, and the Escape is one of their most popular models. But according to the latest Consumer Reports data, the 2025 Escape Hybrid isn't living up to its reputation for worry-free efficiency. Owners have been reporting persistent drivetrain shudder, especially under light acceleration. This issue, often linked to the hybrid transmission's planetary gear set, not only affects smoothness, but could lead to expensive repairs if left unchecked. On top of that, the high-voltage battery cooling system has been flagged in early complaints, with some drivers experiencing reduced EV-only range after just a few thousand miles. Interior quality has also taken a hit. While the design is modern, owners have noted creaks, rattles, and premature wear on seat bolsters and door panels, not something you expect in a brand new SUV. Add in software glitches affecting the Sync 4 infotainment system, and you've got a vehicle that can be frustrating in day-to-day use. The bigger concern here is reliability trends. While Ford has been improving its hybrid tech overall, Consumer Reports' predicted reliability score for the Escape Hybrid dropped this year due to an uptick in reported drivetrain and electrical issues from the 2023 and 2024 models, problems that seem to be carrying over into 2025. And here's the kicker: these issues often appear within the first year of ownership, which means you could be making repeated service visits instead of enjoying your new SUV. Unfortunately, that's enough to land the Escape Hybrid on this year's least reliable list. A cautionary tale that size and experience don't always guarantee durability. Next, we're moving into a vehicle that many shoppers expect to be rugged and bulletproof, but the reality tells a very different story. Number 8. Jeep Grand Cherokee. Coming off the last SUV, you might expect that moving to something with Jeep's heritage would guarantee rugged dependability, but the reality is the current Grand Cherokee has been one of the more disappointing entries in the midsize SUV class when it comes to reliability, especially in recent model years. On paper, it's an appealing package. The Grand Cherokee blends upscale interior touches, solid off-road capability, and available luxury features like a 19-speaker Macintosh sound system. It's offered with multiple powertrains from a V6 to a plug-in hybrid, and it carries Jeep's go-anywhere image. But according to Consumer Reports and JD Power, owners have been running into frustrating problems that tarnish the experience. The most common complaints? Electronics, infotainment screens freezing, driver assist features disengaging without warning, and glitchy climate controls are frequent sore points. Some have reported electrical drain issues, forcing unexpected battery replacements. On top of that, certain model years have seen transmission transmission hesitation when accelerating from a stop and, in rare cases, complete transmission failures. While the ride quality is generally smooth on the highway, owners say the Grand Cherokee's reliability scores have lagged behind direct competitors like the Toyota 4Runner or Honda Passport. Consumer Reports ranks its predicted reliability well below average, citing multiple trouble spots across drivetrain, electrical, and in-car electronics categories. The frustrating part is that Jeep has nailed the design and comfort elements. It feels premium inside, and it's genuinely capable when taken off pavement, but until the underlying reliability issues are addressed, it's a gamble. For shoppers who want similar versatility without the headaches, there are better bets in the segment. Next, let's look at an SUV that aimed to combine sharp styling with practicality, but ended up with a track record that owners wish they could forget. Number 7. Lincoln Corsair. If the Grand Cherokee's troubles come from trying to balance ruggedness and refinement, the Lincoln Corsair's issues stem from a different challenge: delivering premium luxury without premium headaches. Unfortunately, for many owners, the headaches came anyway. Lincoln launched the Corsair as a compact luxury SUV meant to rival the likes of the BMW X3 and Acura RDX. It offers a quiet cabin, supple ride, and upscale materials. Everything you'd expect from a luxury badge. You can choose between a turbocharged 2.0-liter or 2.3-liter 4-cylinder engine, and even a plug-in hybrid for efficiency-minded drivers. On paper, it's a strong contender. In practice, however, reliability has been a persistent weak spot. Consumer Reports places the Corsair well below average for predicted reliability, with the most common trouble spots being in-car electronics, engine components, and power equipment. Owners have reported infotainment freezes, unresponsive touchscreens, and faulty sensors triggering warning lights without actual problems. Some have also experienced rough shifting from the 8-speed automatic transmission and premature brake wear. What's frustrating is that Lincoln invested in comfort. The Corsair's seats are some of the most supportive in the segment, and noise insulation is top-notch. But those luxuries lose their appeal when the SUV spends more time at the dealership than in your driveway. Even the plug-in hybrid model, which should be a highlight, has drawn complaints over charging system glitches and reduced electric range over time. For a vehicle aiming to lure buyers away from well-proven luxury rivals, these issues have been a major setback. If you're shopping for a quiet, comfortable ride with a hint of style, there are alternatives that can deliver it without the repair anxiety. And speaking of stylish SUVs, the next one on our list proves that good looks can't hide bad dependability. Number 6. Volkswagen Taos. Coming off the Lincoln Corsair, which struggles with reliability despite its premium badge, we move to something that's more affordable on paper, but can still deliver its own set of headaches: the Volkswagen Taos. This compact SUV entered the US market as a stylish, practical option for city and suburban drivers who wanted German engineering in a smaller, budget-friendly package. And while it does deliver on comfort, interior quality, and fuel economy, Consumer Reports data shows that long-term ownership can be far from smooth sailing. Owners have reported a range of issues, most notably with the transmission and fuel system. The 7-speed dual-clutch automatic in particular has been a sore spot, with complaints of hesitation, rough shifts, and even sudden loss of power. In a segment where reliability can make or break a buying decision, those kinds of problems are red flags. The Taos also comes with a history of minor but frustrating problems: faulty sensors triggering warning lights, premature brake wear, and occasional infotainment glitches that force resets. These aren't just one-off cases. They appear often enough in owner surveys to signal a pattern. Safety-wise, the Taos scores well in crash tests, but some models lack advanced driver assist features that competitors now include as standard. That means buyers expecting the latest tech may feel shortchanged. And with depreciation kicking in harder than some Japanese rivals, resale value isn't a strong point either. For buyers, the lesson here is simple. The Taos can be a nice drive when new, but long-term costs and downtime might outweigh the benefits, especially when proven alternatives like the Honda CR-V or Toyota RAV4 Hybrid exist. Number 5. Mercedes-Benz GLE. From the compact Volkswagen Taos, which hides big reliability risks in a small package, we jump to a luxury SUV that looks bulletproof on the outside but can quietly drain a bank account: The Mercedes-Benz GLE. The GLE has long been a flagship in Mercedes' SUV lineup, offering a blend of performance, high-end comfort, and technology that can make even mundane commutes feel first class. But once the honeymoon period ends, the ownership experience can get complicated and expensive. According to Consumer Reports and JD Power data, certain GLE model years have been plagued by serious mechanical issues. Air suspension failures are a common theme, leading to sagging ride height or an uneven stance that's impossible to ignore. Repairs for this can run into the thousands, especially if the warranty has expired. Engine-related problems have also been reported, from oil leaks to turbocharger malfunctions, often striking well before the 100,000-mile mark. Then there's the electronics. With so much advanced tech, from dual 12.3-inch screens to complex driver assist systems, even a minor glitch can lead to costly diagnostics. Infotainment freezes, malfunctioning cameras, and faulty sensors aren't rare, and when they happen, repairs typically require a trip to a Mercedes-certified shop. Depreciation is another hidden factor. While the GLE holds value better than some luxury competitors, it still loses a significant chunk of its price in the first 5 years. Pair that with high maintenance and repair costs, and the total cost of ownership can be far higher than most buyers anticipate. For shoppers eyeing the GLE, the draw of luxury is undeniable. But unless you're ready for premium-sized repair bills, it might be wiser to look toward more reliable alternatives like the Lexus RX or Acura MDX. Number 4. Chevrolet Traverse. The 2025 Chevrolet Traverse arrived with bold styling, more tech, and a completely redesigned interior, all meant to compete with the best in the 3-row SUV segment. But according to Consumer Reports' early data, this fresh start also came with teething problems. Owners are reporting a range of first-year issues that Chevrolet still needs to iron out. One of the biggest complaints is with the infotainment system. While the new 17.7-inch display is impressive on paper, some drivers have experienced software glitches, lagging responses, and random restarts. On top of that, there have been early reports of electronic gremlins affecting the driver assist features, including lane keeping assist and adaptive cruise control. These aren't just minor annoyances, they can impact safety and driving confidence. Under the hood, the Traverse now uses a 2.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission. While the change improves fuel efficiency over the old V6, some owners have noted hesitation during acceleration and inconsistent transmission shifts, especially under heavy loads or uphill driving. This can be frustrating in a family SUV that's often expected to haul kids, gear, and possibly a trailer. Ride quality has also received mixed feedback. While the suspension is tuned for comfort, there's noticeable body roll in corners, and the large 20-inch wheels on higher trims can make bumps more pronounced. It's worth noting that first-year redesigns often come with growing pains, and the Traverse could see improvements in the next model year as Chevrolet works through these early issues. But right now, Consumer Reports suggest caution, especially if you value proven reliability. For families looking for a worry-free 3-row SUV, it might be wiser to wait until these problems are addressed before signing the paperwork. Number 3. Toyota Grand Highlander Hybrid. Toyota has built its reputation on bulletproof reliability, and when the Grand Highlander Hybrid debuted, expectations were sky high. On paper, it seemed like the ultimate 3-row family SUV. Roomy, fuel efficient, and backed by Toyota's hybrid expertise. But early owner feedback suggests this new model isn't quite living up to that legacy just yet. Consumer Reports and owner forums have flagged several first-year hiccups. The most frequent complaint, software-related issues in the infotainment and driver assist systems. Some owners have reported glitchy touchscreen performance, occasional freezing, and erratic behavior from features like adaptive cruise control and lane centering assist. Then there's the hybrid powertrain itself. The Grand Highlander Hybrid uses a turbocharged 2.4-liter 4-cylinder with electric assistance, promising both performance and efficiency. However, some drivers have noted jerky transitions between gas and electric power, especially at low speeds. Others mention an odd rubber band feel from the continuously variable transmission (CVT) under hard acceleration. Cabin noise has also been mentioned, particularly engine drone when merging onto highways or climbing steep grades. It's not unbearable, but for a vehicle positioned as a near-luxury family hauler, it's noticeable. While these issues aren't catastrophic, they highlight that even Toyota isn't immune to first-year bugs in a brand new model. Given the company's history, it's likely many of these quirks will be ironed out in future production runs. Still, if you're looking for the absolute safest bet on reliability today, Consumer Reports advises holding off for a year or two before committing to the Grand Highlander Hybrid. Number 2. Kia Sorento Hybrid. The Kia Sorento Hybrid is one of those SUVs that looks like the perfect compromise. 3-row practicality, excellent fuel efficiency, a modern interior, and a starting price that undercuts most of the competition. For buyers wanting to save on fuel without going full EV, it's a very tempting package. But once you live with it, a few rough edges start to appear. One of the biggest gripes from owners is the cramped third row. Technically, the Sorento Hybrid is a 3-row SUV, but in reality, those rear seats are best left for kids or very short trips. Adults will struggle with legroom and headroom, making it far less versatile than something like the Toyota Highlander or Hyundai Palisade. If you need full-time family hauling space, this is a major drawback. Under the hood, the Sorento Hybrid uses a 1.6-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder paired with an electric motor and a 6-speed automatic. It's smooth in most situations, but it can feel sluggish when fully loaded or merging onto highways. Unlike Toyota's silky hybrid systems, Kia's setup occasionally hunts for gears, and acceleration can be hesitant. Not ideal when you need quick passing power. Technology is another mixed bag. Kia's infotainment system is generally responsive and user-friendly, but some owners have reported random freezing, slow startup times, and occasional wireless CarPlay/Android Auto dropouts. Advanced safety tech is generous for the price, but systems like lane keeping assist and forward collision warning can be overly sensitive, producing more beeps and nudges than drivers want. Reliability-wise, early models haven't shown catastrophic issues, but there are concerns about the small displacement turbo engine's long-term durability, especially when paired with hybrid components. Given Kia's decent warranty, this may not be a deal-breaker, but buyers planning to keep their SUV for 10+ years might want to think twice. If you love the idea of efficiency and modern features but don't need a truly spacious third row, the Sorento Hybrid still holds strong appeal. Just know that it's a better 2-row hybrid SUV with a bonus third row, not a full family hauler. Number 1. Land Rover Discovery Sport. And finally, topping this year's Consumer Reports list is a familiar face in reliability conversations, the Land Rover Discovery Sport. If the name sounds familiar, it's because this SUV has been showing up in the most problematic category year after year. Despite Land Rover's efforts to improve, the Discovery Sport's chronic reliability issues continue to haunt its reputation. Owners have reported a laundry list of troubles, and it's not just one bad model year. We're talking about recurring electrical faults, infotainment glitches, turbocharger problems, and suspension wear that happens far sooner than it should. Transmission issues have also been a headache, with some drivers experiencing harsh shifts or complete gearbox failures before even hitting 60,000 miles. On paper, the Discovery Sport is tempting. It's a stylish, compact luxury SUV with a refined cabin, comfortable ride, and real off-road capabilities, something its German rivals can't quite match. But all that charm comes at a cost, and not just the steep $50,000 plus starting price. Maintenance and repair bills are notoriously high, often hitting 4 figures for seemingly minor fixes. Plus, its below average fuel economy makes it even less appealing for daily use. Consumer Reports' latest survey ranked the Discovery Sport at the very bottom in predicted reliability, with feedback from owners consistently pointing to poor build quality and high ownership costs. Even warranty coverage hasn't been enough to shield buyers from expensive repair surprises. If you value peace of mind, this is one SUV best admired from afar. While it might look great in the driveway and perform well on a muddy trail, the constant trips to the service center could quickly turn that dream into a financial nightmare. So there you have it, the 10 new SUVs that Consumer Reports says you might want to think twice about. Some may look sleek and promise the world, but a low reliability score often means more time in the shop, higher repair bills, and way too much stress for a brand new ride. If you've owned any of these SUVs, or if you had a completely different experience, we want to hear from you. Drop your story in the comments below. Your insight could help thousands of other car shoppers make a smarter decision. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell so you never miss a new upload, and share this list with a friend who's car shopping right now. It might just save them from a costly mistake. Until next time, drive smart and stay safe.